everybody, and welcome back to Everything About Cricket, the podcast. I'm Freddie.
And I'm Oliver, and we are back together this week. It is going to be a bit of a shorter episode. I mean, partly because there's not much to talk about, and also we have restarted school, so we don't really have as much time. No guest either, unfortunately. But we do have a bit to talk about. We've got the first T20 between England and India, a comprehensive victory for England, which we are both very happy about.
Extremely.
As well as a bit of cricket around the world a bit later on.
Everyone's favourite part of the episode. I love it. But anyway.
Last.
Yeah, exactly. But first we go on to the England versus India T20. Now, England won by 8 wickets, normally what you would see for an India victory in a test match, really. It was just amazing. England won the toss, decided to bowl, which was obviously the best choice to do. Not a, well, you say not a batting-friendly wicket, but actually, it was just not a very India batting-friendly wicket, really.
It was good bowling from England, I think.
It was just, yeah. I think the roles have switched. The roles have switched in India dominating the bowling, and now England dominate the bowling.
Yeah, it was an exceptional start from England. Shikhar Dhawan and Virat Kohli didn't seem to be able to get anything away at the beginning. KR Rahul went to Jofra Archer, chopped on a wide delivery.
I was ecstatic watching that. And Kohli deciding to cut a short one to Chris Jordan at mid-off.
Yeah, that was a weird innings from Kohli. Faced 4 dot balls from Archer, then tried to, do something off Rashid and just chipped it straight to a fielder. Great bowling, though, from Archer, especially 3 for 23 off 4 overs was bowling rockets. As was Mark Wood, who got 1 for 20 off his 4. Adil Rashid also opened the bowling and was very good in the power play, 1 for 14 off 3 from him. And England kept the run scoring down, and India were only 20 for 3 after 5 overs when Shikhar Dhawan fell to Mark Wood.
Yes, but also, can we go just to Rishabh Pant, who, when he came at 10 for 2, decides the best tactic is to just reverse scoop it over the slips for 4 or 6.
Whichever one. Yeah, went all the way.
We're 10 for 2. He did this test match, not even a T20, but a test match as well. He did it in. Just thinks, right, what can I do to put my wicket in most danger? And he just still scoops it for 6. I mean, he is just an outstanding player.
Yeah.
Outstanding player, literally. He would be. I think he's going to be challenging Butler soon for the wicket-keeping batter spots, really, in anyone's side.
The India team.
Yeah. No, I'm saying on anyone's side. I'm saying for your World 11.
I know.
You're being silly, Oliver, honestly.
It wasn't his best innings in this game, 21 off 23, but if you can play shots like that, and we saw how good he is at aggressive batting in the test match.
Exactly.
He has a very promising future. Shreyas Iyer as well was
amazing.
Standout batsman by a mile.
With his return.
Sorry?
With his return.
Yes. 67 off 48, 8 fours, 1 6. All round great innings, really. He was almost caught early on. Didn't quite carry to Adil Rashid at deep third man. But yeah, looked a class apart, really, from the rest of the Indian batsmen. The only one, actually, to score above a run a ball, other than Axar Patel, who only faced 3 balls.
Yeah.
Which I think tells you something about how tricky India were finding batting and how good England were bowling.
Exactly. But moving on to the England batting innings, Jason Roy, who didn't get picked for any IPL side, shows why any selectors were just very stupid in not picking him. I mean, 49 of 32, just a really solid innings. He kind of choked, he kind of bottled the 50 there, but still good innings.
4 fours, 3 sixes.
Exactly. Joss Butler as well, 28-24, both going LBW
to the Spinners. Yeah.
Yeah, but the economy rate compared to the economy rate, England's 4.66, 5.75, 5, 6.75, and then two bowlers who were used a bit in 8.33 and 7.5. Take that to India's 8, 7.5, 11, 8, 6.5, and 7.2. There's obviously a big difference there, and I think the bowling. I mean, it was always going to be hard to defend a total at around the ball practically, but they were just England were dominant. Every batter going at above 100 strike rate, being positive. All of them hit sixes as well. Dawood Milan hit a six to end the game, thinking, no, I'm not just gonna tickle it for a run just to get the not out. He's going to charge down the wicket and smash it down the ground for six.
Yeah, what a way to finish it. And as you said, an all-round polished performance from the England batsmen to go with the stellar bowling display.
Yeah.
There was no pressure on them really. With the firepower in England's batting lineup, they still had Morgan, Stokes, and Curran to come, all of which can score 50s well over a run of ball.
And Archer is very useful at coming in hitting sixes. He's just not very good doing the same in Test match cricket, but T20 cricket, he seems a lot better.
Yeah. There was one point that I was thinking of with his bowling as well. He looked a completely different bowler from that bowler we saw in the Test matches.
He's definitely better suited for limited over games. I don't know why, but the way he goes about bowling, it just seems a bit different, doesn't it? But it's obviously working.
Yeah, but I guess when you bowl at that sort of speed, a 2 or 3 over spell is probably ideal. And I don't know if the ball would make any difference in how fast it comes off the surface, the white ball instead of the red ball.
True.
But both Wood and Archer were consistently up over 90 miles an hour, which is very good to see for England. And first T20 of the year, a comprehensive win over one of the best sides in the world in their home conditions and in conditions that we're going to be playing a World Cup in later this year. It's pretty much all positive for England to take out of that game.
Yeah, I mean, the best side in the world, with the best batter in the world, had a very polished game, really, with some of the best bowlers in the world. England in T20, really, they are literally the best in the world. So it's going to be hard for India to face.
If you look at the depth as well, with the team that was playing, you still got people like Joe Root could come into that team.
Yeah.
He'd get into most T20 teams in the world. You've got people like Billings, Saqib Mahmood with the ball.
Exactly, and we've already got 6 bowlers in there anyway, and we've got how many big hitters really? We've got the top 4 who batted. Then you've got Owen Morgan, Stokes, 6 really big hitters, another one in Sam Curran and Jofra Archer. I mean, the depth.
I think Chris Jordan can
Jordan can also do something. We've seen him down at Sussex do some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the depth thing have on the bench as well. It's just they're definitely favourites going into the World Cup. We can say that.
Yeah, I'd say so. And a couple of people as well that I forgot to mention just now is Livingston. He was great in the Big Bash. Same with Alex Hales, but there's a bit of controversy about him. But apparently there is talk of him making a return later this year. But we'll see about that.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for this first T20. England setting up the series well with 4 to go. The next one is tomorrow, I believe, or probably today when this comes out.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will take revenge for their emphatic loss in the Test series.
And win 5-0.
Yes, that's the plan.
And now we move on to Guess the Cricketer. Now, after sadly being postponed last week, we are back, and it's now Oliver's turn to guess, and whatever he gets now will be his lead.
Yeah, the score is 7-all. I'm not sure how many turns we've had. I think it's maybe you've had 5 and I've had 4, but either way, it's 7-all now.
Yeah.
So yeah, any points I get here are a bonus. So first clue for 3 points.
Right. I am a former England right-arm fast bowler who made his Test match debut against India in 2002.
Okay. 2002. Fast bowler. Could be someone like Harmison or Hoggard, the 2005 Ashes boys. So 50-50 between those two. I'm going to say Hoggard.
No, not right. Moving on to your second clue for 2 points. His first county was Glamorgan, and he had a lot of injury problems, which is why he retired when he did for England, and his nickname was Shoepie, or Horse.
Okay. Well, the Glamorgan clue.
He re-signed for them in 2011.
Oh, right.
At the end of his career.
Well, another guy who was around about that era was Simon Jones, and I think he had quite a lot of injuries, and I'm pretty sure he was related to Geraint Jones, which is quite a Welsh name, and Glamorgan are in Wales, so I'm going to go with Simon Jones.
Oh, that is that's a very good guess. Well deducted, and that's 2 points for you.
Smashed it.
Smashed it. I probably gave you too many clues there.
Yeah, maybe.
The injury one was a massive one, but I
Yeah.
think it was the nickname Shoepie which really gave it away. So,
yeah. You threw me off a bit when you said he joined back in 2011, because I thought he died in like 2007 or something.
Yeah, but then he re-signed in 2011.
Oh.
It's very good. But anyway, that is all we have time for this week in Guess the Cricketer.
Yeah, and I've now taken a 9-7 lead. Freddie will need a 3-pointer next week to take the lead back again. And now we get to Cricket Round the World once again. Slightly less to talk about this week, but still a few games. The decider in the West Indies Sri Lanka 2020 series was the first game to talk about. The series levelled at 1 apiece after 2 dramatic games, and the series came to a great conclusion with West Indies winning by 3 wickets with 1 over left.
Brilliant.
Yes. Sri Lanka won the toss and batted first and made just 131 for 4, which they would have felt, I would imagine, a little short, especially after winning the toss. Dinesh Chandimal scored a 50, and Bandara, who I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of, scored 44 not out.
I should have picked Guess the Cricketer.
Yeah, maybe. The 2 stars for Sri Lanka, they helped them recover from 46 for 4 at the halfway stage, getting them to 131 for 4 with a good partnership. Wickets were shared out between the West Indies bowlers, but the pick of them was Fabian Allen, who took 1 for 13 off 4 overs, very economical, opening the bowling. Then West Indies would have felt confident as they stepped out to bat. Decent opening partnership, both openers making 20s. Lendl Simmons 26 and Evan Lewis 21. Chris Gale scored 13 off 20 balls, an unusually slow innings from him. Perhaps just didn't get going. Kieron Pollard was out for a duck, the captain. Couldn't repeat his 6 sixes from a couple of games ago. And West Indies looked in a spot of bother as Pooran made 23, Rovman Powell 7, Dwayne Bravo was out first ball. But then Fabian Allen, the star with the ball, hit 3 sixes to get them home and finish with 21 off 6. Jason Holder was also there, 14 not out, as they got home with an over to go. Sandakan, the pick of the bowlers for Sri Lanka, were 3 for 29, but Hasaranga and Chamira were very economical and took 2 wickets apiece. But ultimately, West Indies got over the line and took a deserved series win 2-1. And Freddie is muted.
No, I just wasn't talking.
Well, your mouth was moving.
No, I was It's very thrilling stuff indeed. But moving on to the first of the ODI series between the two sides. Now, Sri Lanka won the toss and decided to bat. They managed a 232 of 49 overs, all outs. Really, you'd want to round the at least 250 plus on the wickets. So they were again short, having elected the bats. So they obviously know it's a batting wicket, but they just can't really seem to score the runs required. But very good from the openers to start with. Karuna and Guna Filaka. I butchered those pronunciations. Both scored.
Wait, let me try.
Okay, you can try then, Oliver.
Gunatilaka and Karuna Ratna.
Well, I got the Karuna Natra, but Gunatilaka. Anyway, back to me. They both scored half centuries anyway, whoever their names are. Both going at good strike rates, both facing 61 balls, 52 and 55. However, there was a bit of a collapse from 3, 4, and 5 with Nisanka getting 8, Angelo Matthew only getting 5, but that's due to him being run out, and Chandamal only getting 12. However, Bandara stepped in, got a half century, which was very well needed, but again another collapse. After that, no more scorers above 16 of Sandakan, who was not out. So quite disappointing from Sri Lanka. They've got 3 big scorers of half centuries, but they've got no one getting those 30s they really needed to help. But bowling was pretty good throughout. But however, there were 7 bowlers Jason Holder had to pick from, himself included, getting great figures of 2 for 30.
Pollard's captain.
Pollard's captain. My mistake.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason Holder's normally the main man, but Pollard had 7 to pick from, including himself as well. He got 1 for 15 of 5. Jason Holder got 2 for 39 of 10. And there was also Jason Mohammed, who got 2 for 12 of 4.
It was a weird innings. They were bowled out with 2 run-outs and obstructing the field as dismissed.
Yeah. I think that was the wrong decision. There was no real chance of him being run out. I'm not sure who was.
I don't think it was he was going to get run out, but he sort of blocked the ball in front of him. The non-striker ran like all the way up, and then Kieron Pollard was trying to get the ball, but Gunatilaka blocked him from getting the ball to throw at the non-striker's end.
He stepped on the ball.
Did he?
And it just rolled off his foot. But I didn't see that
Pollard could have just picked the ball up and gone for the run out instead of just milking the obstruction. But it clearly worked, and Gunatilaka was given out.
So, yeah, obstructing the field, bit of an odd one. But pick of the bowlers has to be Jason Holder, 3.9 economy rate. Alzari Joseph also got a wicket. He was the only other bowler to bowl 10. Akil Hussain bowling 8, no wickets for his. But very easy chase. Both openers getting big shares of the runs, with Shai Hope getting 110 and Evan Lewis getting 65, leaving Dan Bravo and Jason Mohammed getting 37 and 13 not out each to send the boys home over the line.
Great 100 from Shai Hope.
Amazing 100.
He's an exceptional one-day player. West Indies would just be wishing that he could recreate that form on the Test match scene, which, other than that famous match at Headingley in 2017, I think, or 2018, he hasn't really been able to do that well.
No, but the bowlers for Sri Lanka, only Shamira getting the 2 wickets off his 10 overs, but apart from that, the only other standout bowler was Hasaranga, who, with his 10 overs, didn't get any wickets, but only went for 26 runs, an amazing economy rate. But apart from that, West Indies outdid Sri Lanka by far.
Yeah.
Won by 8 wickets.
Sorry?
Won by 8 wickets with 3 overs remaining.
Yeah. And now we'll move on to the second ODI, which again, Sri Lanka batted first, this time after losing the toss. And again, openers, well, one of the openers at least, got off to a good start. Karunaratne went early for just 1, bowled in the 3rd over by Alzari Joseph. But Gunatilaka scored 96 off exactly 96 balls.
So close to that 100.
Yeah, including 10 fours and 3 sixes. The other standout batsman would be Dinesh Chandimal, who scored 71 with 3 fours and 2 sixes. And Hasaranga got 47 off 31, 4 sixes for him and 2 fours. Those 3 mainly propelled Sri Lanka to 273 for 8 off their 50 overs. Jason Mohammed, the pick of the bowlers, with 3 for 47 off his 10. I thought he was usually a part-time spinner, but clearly getting the job done here in the one-day stuff. Alzari Joseph also picked up 2 wickets for 42 off his 10. And
Angelo Matthews was missing from the side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he'd been captain in the previous game, so he must be injured, I'd have thought.
Yeah, but in the Windies innings, Evan Lewis, another good score from him. But he converted to a nice 100, Nice played 100. With Shai Hope getting 84.
West Indies openers getting the job done again with an 192-run partnership.
Yeah.
Evan Lewis 103, Shai Hope 84. Puran was next in and scored 35. And by then they were already pretty much nailed on to get home, although it was a bit nervous at the end, getting there with only 2 balls to spare.
And by 5 wickets.
Yeah, thanks to Puran's 35 or 38 balls. Evan Lewis, I think, man of the match for his 100. Yeah. And West Indies wrapped up the one-day series there with 1 game to go. Hasn't happened yet. I think it happens either tomorrow. Yeah, it happens tomorrow or Sunday. And West Indies will be looking for a series whitewash to build a test series. And just one thing I remembered with you mentioning the captaincy and the ODIs, Jason Holder's actually been removed from captaincy for the test matches too, with Craig Brathwaite, who was the vice captain. He's now been promoted to the captain. Not really sure what's gone on behind the scenes for that to happen. I thought Jason Holder was doing a decent job, but perhaps it was something to do with him opting out of the Bangladesh tour. Not sure. Can't make any sense, but I guess
not great for captain not to go on a tour. But anyway, there's currently the Afghanistan-Zimbabwe second test continuing after their good win for Zimbabwe. Now,
1 day left in the match.
1 day left. We go into the final day. Afghanistan won the toss and chose to bat, and what a decision it was. Yeah. They got to 545 for 4 before deciding they had enough of watching themselves bat for so long.
They let Shahidi get to his double 100, I think, and then declared.
Yes, I mean, imagine being Javed Badi taking that 4 or 3, having to sit and watch Zadran get 72. Shah only got 23, but Shahidi got a lovely 200 not out of 443 balls. A lovely innings with
first ever double 100 by an Afghanistani cricketer in international cricket,
setting that record.
Yeah, great innings from him in partnership mainly with Ashkar Staniksai, who scored 164. That's what it says on mine, but I think it was Ashgar Afghan, wasn't it?
It was Afghan. Yes, it was Afghan on mine.
So I don't know if they're the same person, if it's like Ashgar Stanexai Afghan.
Yeah, there's no
it
on
is.
mine. They're probably the same person. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got two names.
Then
But yeah, Ashgar Afghan, 162. Four. That as they put on 307 for the fourth wicket. A massive partnership. And as you said, when Almadi went in just the second over, Zimbabwe probably thought Afghanistan were going to collapse again. But that certainly didn't happen. 545 for 4. I'm fairly sure that is Afghanistan's highest ever Test match score.
Yeah.
And it's really set them up for the win.
Jamal got 55 as well. Not really much from the bowlers. The wickets coming from Bull, Raza, and Yauchi. Probably mispronounced that again with my famous pronunciations. But Zimbabwe only.
Good luck with these names, Freddie.
Oh gosh, they struggled to get a 287, which isn't too bad, apart from the fact that Afghanistan got double that, basically. As I start to pronounce these things. I can tell it's going to be awful. So the opening partnership of Prince, Masfora.
I thought you were just going for first name there, Prince and Kevin.
Prince and Kevin, I might as well just do that. But Prince got a 65, and Kevin Kasuza got 41. Good opening partnership. Musa Kanda also got 41, but Rashid Khan got him out. LBW. Good bowling performance from him with 4 for 138. And then after that, Williams, that's Sean Williams, that's a good name to pronounce. Only getting 8, and Madhiver getting a first ball duck.
I think it's Madhere or something. I think they're
Wesley.
Yeah.
But Sikandar Raza got 85, and Bull got a duck. 3 ducks, including Muzarabani. Chakabva also got 33, so that was a very good innings from him. With Donald getting 3 not out. Donald getting 3 off 25 with a 12 strike rate, with Victor getting not out without even having to face a ball. But the bowling performance was good all round, really, with an economy for Almadi getting 2.5 from his 8 overs for his economy. Rashid Khan getting the 4 wickets. Hamza getting 3 off his 32 overs, and Shirzad getting 2 wickets for his 15 overs. Good performance by Afghanistan, and now Zimbabwe are on 266 for 7 going into the last day.
Following on.
They are on the follow-on, and I'm not entirely sure how many I think they are just about.
They're in the lead by 9, and it was not looking good for them early on. They were 142 for 7. And now half centuries from Donald Tirapano. You see, someone who can actually speak. He's got 60.
I just said Donald. I said Donald perfectly clearly. And Donald Tirapano is on 63 not out with Sean Williams.
You can pronounce that name, can you?
I can. On 106, all right?
Another 100 in the series. He got one in the first test.
Yes.
They're going to have to put on at least 100 more runs, I'd have thought, or bat out sort of 2 sessions to give Zimbabwe any chance on the last day. But
Wesley's got a pair.
Oh, not good from him.
So has Burl.
But
as you were about to say, Rashid Khan getting a 5 for 9 in the match so far, and he could get even more.
Can he get 10?
Can he get 10? Well, Zimbabwe,
I guess.
Yeah, Zimbabwe will want to just bat as long as they can tomorrow and try and take the draw.
Yeah, I think that's the best result they're going to get out of this. And to be honest, they'd be more than happy with a draw, because that would mean they would win the series 1-0.
Yeah,
And I think that's it for today. A slightly shorter episode, but not really as much going on, to be honest.
No.
Or at least not as much that we're interested in.
That is cricket around the world. And thank you for
that
listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you, Oliver.
Do like, share, and subscribe. And tune in again next week when we'll find something to talk about. Thanks, Freddie, and goodbye.
Goodbye.